You're not undisciplined. You're working against yourself. Now, we're on day 12 of debunking personal development myths until one of you can prove me wrong or convince me otherwise. And today we're going to talk about that catchphrase of just needing a little bit more discipline. Because the personal development world kind of treats it a little bit like it's a magic bullet, like you just need more discipline, as if your inability to follow through is always just a character flaw. So as if like pushing through all of the resistance is the answer. Now, sometimes it is, but the truth is that most people or many people don't have a discipline problem. What they have is a misalignment problem. They're forcing themselves to do things that go against their values, their rhythm, their nervous system, and then they're blaming themselves when it doesn't stick. This is the problem. That's not discipline. That's actually self-betrayal. You were never meant to override what are your natural instincts long term. Nature doesn't hustle. Nature aligns. It responds. It adapts. It flows. And the thing is that if you're working against nature, you're always going to be pushing and it's never going to achieve anything. One of the examples I give about following along with nature is if I throw a pen up in the air and I expect it to stay in the air, I am going to be bitterly disappointed when that pen comes down and falls back into my hand. More discipline isn't going to help if the nature of the beast is that it's going against the flow. When you go against the flow, you are going to get frustrated because it's not going to align with you. What we've been taught is that we should be ashamed of ourselves, and therefore we take action through that shame. We push, we punish, we grind through that shame. And then we wonder why it doesn't work, why we end up burning out, why we keep breaking the promises that we make to ourselves. Because the truth is that if you're constantly in resistance, it's most likely that you're out of alignment. Discipline without alignment is just bullying yourself. So you don't need more willpower all of the time. You need to understand what's really going on underneath. What part of you is saying no and why? Because real discipline follows from clarity. Real discipline comes from living your life in accordance with your values. Real discipline comes from your self-respect, not from forcing. So unless someone can show me how you can override your values and your soul and you can still create sustainable success, then I'll be here tomorrow. Remember, you're not necessarily lazy. You're just misaligned. You have to stop forcing. You have to start listening. And if you don't agree, convince me otherwise and follow along for more.